everybody. Foley back for some more Final Fantasy XVI. Not getting any audio from the game. 1 second. Alright, there we go. That was weird. Right, yeah, so we're back for some more Final Fantasy 16. I know the schedule said today would be Final Fantasy 2, and then I said it'd be Resident Evil Nemesis instead because we didn't get to it yesterday. But I haven't had a great number of days the last couple of days, and I'm not really up to Nemesis's shenanigans today, so instead we're going to do more Final Fantasy 16. So last time, we did a bunch of side quests. The last couple of side quests that are left in the game now, we have unlocked the final dungeon, effectively. The end run for the game, so I am basically just doing absolutely everything else before I go to do that. So we still have a handful of side quests left to do and the remaining Notorious Sparks. That is the plan for today's stream, and if we get finished early, then we might give the chronoliths a look. But I think I will probably do them off stream. So they don't sound particularly interesting, but they are required for a trophy. I'll probably just do that off stream. Anyway, let's jump into it. Okay, so up here, we have a couple of things we need to do in Ash. Do those first. Theater Garage. We might run into some Notorious Marks while we're here as well. Over there, for instance. I think he's just hanging out, though. I think that's just a behemoth, and he's just there now. Okay, fuck. Alright, Garnick. Bad Batch. Bad Bitch. Conservatory. Alright, let's give him a wide berth. I'd rather not fight him. Because that fight will take a solid 15 minutes. Let's try to get these quests done. And if it turns out he's actually, you know, the actual Notorious Mark, whatever. I don't think he is. I think he's just a roaming behemoth. Great. Fucking reminds me of Final Fantasy 13 now, where they were just an enemy now. They're just out there. You just have to avoid them. Okay, I'm reasonably certain Ambrosia is not allowed to go in here, so she'll probably throw us off.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
We have been here previously. The last time we were here, there wasn't anything. We're just a couple of enemies. Standard humanoid types. And I think we've collected all the chests in here. So, like, that's a pretty big open area here. I imagine there's a decent enough fight we'll have here after we've collected. We weren't able to enter this building. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Cairn Norvent in 873V, and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. Report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. Wise.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Complete Botany of Banes. Aether Fotida or Tail of Wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. Tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. It's a bit like Ode? Yes? Saxons? The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Well, they're pricking their skin with it. Pricking your skin can't count it as a wound, technically. At a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. Oh, okay. The needle goes too deep.
His interests were certainly varied.
Folklorist Fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestean folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labours. They are said to have sweet teeth, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly coloured pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow: the fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. True, Nectar's back at the hideaway. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away from human view. Yes, it's the latter. I've met one. Alright, here's the book we're actually here for. From a Distance, Chapter 16. Hey, it's Final Fantasy 16. The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion, led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. Divers nations of the time... Diverse nations? Diverse? Is that just an old way of saying diverse? Divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their home, and breaking up meetings by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. It began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. A deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valestean people. After the Bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valistea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. This well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the Unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the Blessed to decide their own destiny. Interesting history lesson, that one.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Presumably we're going to encounter these mysterious people who try to keep this information from the public.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Yes, very good.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Steve.
And we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
All.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
If you've been watching me, surely you know how this is going to
Do you
go.
mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried
Okay,
from your dead.
clearly you haven't been watching me. What? You're not even gonna do it yourself? You can send some lads in?
Let's see, shall we?
Alright, as usual, get rid of the ads. Mad lads. Yeah, that's them. How you getting on, Nick? Well, just use heat wave there. Ads are mad lads, that's it.
Nice try.
Oh. Alright, gotta get the second one. Well, and hurt my back. Jesus, getting old. Is hurt just an injury, or like, are you like bedridden now? Hope you're doing all right anyway. Gotta be careful. Old bones. I suddenly get some shit at dodging this. This was a waste. Actually, it's such a waste I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna turn it off again. Enemy slain. Wow, you guys really tried real hard to get this book away from me. No, it just hurts. Not gonna help it work though. Yeah, I can imagine. Did you fall at work? Can you make a claim? Slippery floors, give me money. Surely you have something better than that.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain
You seen?
terms
Have you seen the
vanity
centerfolds in the
and
middle?
avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history
This September
of
is
the persecution
quite
and
something.
oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many.
Eating hose in
You
the
say
garden.
that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass.
What? Yes, there can.
It is a question of numbers and of belief.
Literally, you have someone who was
If
there
enough
at the time.
people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
No, that's
So you
not
try
how it
to
works.
control the truth.
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all.
Oh, how very
Let's keep the
magnanimous
book.
of you.
For now. The world is small.
I think you know better than
We shall meet
everybody
again.
else on the planet.
Until then.
Wait.
Wait, stab him.
Damn it.
Fucking disappeared.
Let's get this back to Vivian.
He's hanging in the grass
She
now.
can explain what that was all about.
He's got like a ghillie suit on. Just, he's right there. Clive can't see him. I'm standing right on him. Ugh. Stand on his back. Okay. Why is it always you somehow manage to like do yourself a mischief by doing just standard things? I remember I like pulled my back just getting out of bed. I was like, what the fuck? Come on, honestly.
Caution, brother.
Pardon me, lads. Won't be a minute. I think I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Yeah, I need to go further that way. Well, whatever. They're fucking off anyway. Oh, we've gone out of our aggro zone. Don't attack us.
Have care.
Alright, back to... not back to. Well, kind of back to. We have been here. There was nothing here when we came here last time.
Hopefully the registry's still here.
Weren't allowed in this room. Badvac Conservatory Writ of Incorporation. The King of Waloed hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. Nice. Graveyard strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Wow, fuck you.
Disposed of.
Conditioning schedule. Today's exercise will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. Sandbags. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Carrying them? Yes, up and down? Okay. The furnace. Burn intensity to be gradually increased. Yes, that's sit in a really bad sauna, possibly. Live combat. 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. Wow.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. Good job, idiot. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it was her. I've been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. Smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Wow, you're just a huge piece of shit, huh? Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. No. Atone, dickhead. Don't take the easy way out. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. Last torment I subject them to, I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse. Record. Great, I gotta dig this shit up now. The record of all their names. All those I have wronged. Wow, you subjected children to tear you limb from limb. What do you think that's gonna do to them? That's not a great memory for them, either. Well, anyway, gotta dig up that tree now,
This
I
reads
suppose.
like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Oh yeah, but he got to be buried in the graveyard. Right, the white tree.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Let's climb just digs up the tree with his bare hands.
This must be the registry.
It's completely destroyed. Bad Bitch Conservatory, Registry of Bearer Losses. 846. This is a date of some kind, I don't know. Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old, lithification. Paulina, 10 years old, emaciation. Okay. Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Johanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. I think they might leave together. Next day, the next month, I think. E must be month. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, 12 years old, lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old, emaciation. Lithification is them, the curse. It's them being turned to stone. And I guess he didn't do this day.
So many names.
Or it continued.
This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Was he resurrected?
This place is cursed.
You stop chasing me with that big gun. Quit it. Go away. Go away, I'm busy. I'm stuck. Leave me alone. Got mad lads to take out first. Alright, okay, now I can deal with you. Let's see. What we call clashing litho breaking. Is that you broke it or you used the ground to break? Is that what the idea is? That's good. Assisted deceleration. That's the one. It's like teaching people how to fly. You look at the ground, or you aim for the ground and just miss. There you go. You've learned how to fly.
Let's try.
Weird. Now why I didn't get the full attack on that? Kind of annoying. Anyway, that'll kill him. We'll just wait. There he goes.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Registry back to Herman the German. Baloo definitely is not Germany. Definitely not. Okay, go back to the hideaway, but we do have this one still to do. Do this. So this quest is looking for snow daisies for Jill to sort of cheer her up. Ever since she gave us the powers of Shiva, she has been feeling a little left out.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Or that's what we think, anyway. Rather than actually ask her how she's feeling? No, why would we do that? We're men. Men don't do that. You just assume that's how she's feeling, and now I will go fix it.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed. Do be careful.
I think there's a notorious mark in this area somewhere. Let's do these quests first, and we can just do all the marks together.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
This might be another area I haven't been to. No, I have. It's clear. Or rather, like, I have the trophy that is go to every area on the map, so I must have been.
Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Hey, that looks like it.
Be safe.
Let's clear these lads out.
Have care. You see them?
I do. The flowers and our friends.
Down here. Yeah. Yeah. Works.
What do you see, boy?
I'm gonna come to eat all our flowers. Big lad. A large lad, is it?
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Who's Ollie Yeefist? And why tell him to come get his bull? Get him towards. Oh, what? How did I dodge there? How did he get me again? Okay, good trick. Oh, splat. thought you could take care of the ads for me while I was busy. We destroyed all the flowers while we were busy fighting.
That was harder than I expected.
They were really, really protective of all these flowers.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Teleported straight back. Oh, that's fine. I was planning on coming back here.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Thunderstorm is what stopped them when they were kids from going to a similar meadow. So Jill is... my bedroom by the looks of things. Nice. I'll talk to the other people first and then we'll finish with Jill's quest.
There's something about it.
Or finish the side quests, I mean. Still plenty left to do. Vivian, I got you this book that is also a history of the world and for some reason has softcore pornography in the middle of it. I don't understand.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance, no mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously, it is impossible. Why not both?
You found it. Thank
So I wasn't paying attention till I heard porno.
Even though I asked this of you,
We got this
I wasn't
contraband
entirely
book.
sure
I
it
can
would be
only assume
possible.
it was
I
contraband
feared the
because of the
executors had
pornography.
seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to
What
let me
other
keep
reason
it.
would you ban books for?
He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does.
Oh.
But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That
Is?
it can be changed.
Oh, facts are facts.
Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one.
And get everybody to swallow
As
the
the sad
lie and
history of the
pretend
Bears
it's the truth,
proves.
but it's not actually
You said
the
that the
truth.
book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by
That's a
shunning society, or
massive
perhaps
waste of
being
public
shunned by
funds.
it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not
Entire stash of Playboy.
one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive.
Hold on, was that a choice?
When enough
Did I have
people
that option?
Belief begets truth.
No.
Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth.
A different thing.
Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Or do not, Clive. There is no try. Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetails. Her name is Ninetails? Okay. Salary headwear awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canberra. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. Oh, god damn it, a new quest. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to finish these quests. Keep adding more. Hector, I see you have yet another new mark for me. Right, who've we got this time? Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Okay, that's where we once were. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. Survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen colony. Cool. Banshees. Where's Herman? Here. Alright, Herman was the guy who was in the only place of the hideaway I hadn't been in. There's nothing up here. Never had any reason to come up here. Herman, here's your super depressing book.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
Are you going for 100%? Yes, but it won't be this run. Full 100% requires a second playthrough. We'll probably do it on that. Bearer Registry, a concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Badback Conservatory, but I'll be doing as much of 100% as I can.
If I may, the Bearer Registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
Just survivor's guilt,
It's not your
Herman.
fault.
I'll go.
And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors.
I'm going to
of
write a book. I'm gonna buy a
the
book.
spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the
Wait,
name
in what way,
of those I
Herman?
lost,
What way will we know
will
of your
not let it
suffering?
happen again.
You're going to inflict that suffering on everybody?
These records
All will know
have
my
been
suffering.
buried for all eternity. Were it not for you, Thank you.
Alright, what you get? What you give me, Herman, for all that? Accessory for a move I don't use. Thanks. Alright. Direction is faster. This is faster.
Do you think it'll tell us about his adventures in Ash?
You sure won't. Okay, so we have this quest to do. We have whatever just came in on the last missive. Hopefully that's the end of the side quests, and then it's just the Notorious Marks and the Chronolith, but as I said, I'm going to do the Chronolith off stream. Oh yeah, she's on the balcony. Right. Hey, baby.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
And this time it's not my dick.
And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
He didn't even wait for a... She could be like, I fucking hate Oriflamme.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me.
Well, this and my dick. I was lying a bit.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court.
Marrying the noblewomen?
They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Wow.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
Turns out they did save you from the ducal line.
You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Even after the slavery and abuse and suicide attempts, everything was going to be okay? Glossing over that part of her history.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
Bit of my mother's breakfast.
No?
I would have.
What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come.
Look, it was one night where I was tired, and
you have. again and again.
My.
Where do you see us? When all this
We
is-
can't. We're not having the conversation. What are we? What's our 5-year plan?
I don't know. Not
I can't
here,
handle
though.
sincerity, Jim Trennick. I have to make a joke.
I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Hey, you can't say that.
I'll need some space to
The developers
spread
made
my
this map.
wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Yeah, big speech.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
Never was much. That's like a perfect garland.
I'll treasure it forever.
Put it on. Put it on your head. Do it.
Thank you, Clive, for this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Clive, an erection at this time? Just ignore it. Just ignore it. I can't help.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Team? Joining the party properly? Not just hanging out at home? Daisy garland. Fragrant diadem. I never know how to pronounce that word. And woven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Ullafaced Bay. There was much good at gardens, but it'll have to do. Kiss. Song of Winter, Autumn Gone from Frosted Lips Oblivion. Oh, that's from Final Fantasy 14. That's nice. Reduces diamond dust cooldown. Oh, a substantial margin. If you actually use diamond dust, that would be very useful. And he has with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until the party for origin. Does that mean I have Jill and Joshua and Torgal? No. Yeah, I have to head back to the hideaway and then Joshua will... Party makeup has changed. I don't think you can actually see the party. Alright, we're sitting on a good few ability points, so... Just let the game pick for me. Alright, what did you buy me? Bought me Dancing Steel, Odin's big move. You leveled up Diamond Dust, and that's probably it because they seem very useful. And you leveled up Pile Drive, Ramu. All moves I don't use. All the moves I use are already masters. They don't have any more points available to them. Okay, it's in our letters. Vivian, whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for uniting me from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself, but now I am whole again thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul. For which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Jill, the greatest gift. Feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure. Somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. Never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me, half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. I'm okay. Harpocrates, making amends. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
You give Dion powers back. Okay, Harpocrates. What does this nerd want? What do you want, old man?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
Yes, I am.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
That is probably
No,
when...
I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied.
Clive's mother's
especially when alone.
son that she had with the Emperor
I
of
will not wish
Sambrecht
to disturb
became
his ruminations with
Crown
idle
Prince.
words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I mean, you can put that on his dad's as well.
I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
What?
Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
Oh, okay.
Fabulous.
I don't need to kill the
fraudsters all,
wyvern.
of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
Growing out of the head of a wyvern.
I've seen cultivated
of course it
wyvern
is.
tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
So we're
Thank you,
clear,
Clive.
not a
And please,
literal one.
Be safe.
Although, what are the chances we'll have to fight an actual wyvern? Okay. Back to Ash. Looking for a waterfall. May not exist anymore. Who's on my team now? Oh yeah, got the whole gang. I got Jill and Joshua and Torix. Okay, so don't see a waterfall. God, don't look down. Oh wait, there's around here somewhere. So let's ignore these mud crabs, just like you do in Skyrim and Oblivion, and I presume Morrowind. I've never played it. Ignore the mud crabs. Unless you're trying to rest. You have to seek out the mud crab and kill it.
This place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall.
Hey, look at that! I told you to be an actual wyvern. Damn it. Blooming next to a waterfall. Does this really count as a waterfall? Fine, I guess. Yeah, they're towards. Can't started the choke there a little bit. Maybe a few too many particle effects going on. Good job, everybody. Especially you, Torx. Pets? No pets. Okay.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Alright, that was that. Hideaway. Drop this off with Hippocrates, and if it gets Dion to join the team, now that would be incredible. Somehow I doubt it.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Wild Wyvern Tail. Records suggest that the wyvern tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms were discovered to lose their hue over time, the gardeners of early Valishthea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of their roots instead, which they used to make magical brands. Thanks.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
No, it's no time for blushing.
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Whistle. Wait, Dion. Get in here. The old man has something to show you. Not his dick. Aye.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No, not that.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Hippocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done.
Look, I need to finish this quest.
I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more.
You need to join the club. Come on.
All because I was weak.
I don't know, you killed a lot of people. That's pretty strong.
I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt.
Yeah, we'd rather not the die.
Were I to meet with him again and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
Only the best. Go.
You'd be surprised.
Master Hippocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology.
Everybody was a shithead teenager.
That you took
Fine.
the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now,
Required
there's
Clive
something
to
I would like to show
drag you here. Brought a lot more than
Is
that.
that
Okay.
a wyvern tail? color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you.
The flower Dion had
I want you to have it,
also a wyvern tail.
that it might remind you of this truth.
There's a white flower that he had in a lot of scenes. The cultivated
Master
ones are meant to be
Harpocrates,
white.
I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Sure, he's planning to die. Back there and take the flower.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
Dion's stepmother would have been Clive's biological mother, and she was
I shall
very
not
much
forget
of
this.
noble blood runs through people's veins, and only they can get to make decisions and so on. But yeah, she'd be very much against her. Your roots do not define you.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
Yeah, don't
I
we
hope
want
the
them
soil
to
in the
stay
hideaway is to their liking.
Why,
purple?
these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
But don't we, like, kind of not want them so they stay purple?
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
No, you can't give me something too. Now I don't know which gift was whose.
A stolas quill.
Yeah,
Or
well,
more precisely,
at least I'll know
my
his.
stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you,
Somebody
Harpocrates.
teach me how to write.
It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Stolas quill. So what did Dio give us? Mercy, probably. Stolas quill. Lordsman Harpocrates' best loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tome, said that Nelson. From the very first Emperor of Sanbrecht to his infant son, this ring has graced the hand of every dominant of Bahamut since the spirit absorbed from the icon over the years, aiding the next Imperial Scion in drawing out the full potential of their bloodline. Now the Empire lies in ruin, and that bloodline is broken. Let it be with Bahamut, as was always intended, reduces Gigaflare. Sounds good too. Alright, that should be the end of our quests. We can focus on notorious marks. Hang on, we know where one of them is, so let's just go there. No, one of them is over here. Gonna be in the same village that found the contraband book in.
Come on.
Everybody got a chocobo? Jill has a chocobo. Torgal, once again, does not have a chocobo. Joshua has a chocobo.
Faster!
I've seen the gifs of Red 13 riding a chocobo around, and they're hilarious. I don't see why Torgal can't. Just because he can't talk. That's some favoritism. Okay, so there should be a banshee in here, apparently.
Back to the stables, girl.
Gizmaluk. Gizmaluk's a boss in Final Fantasy 9. I think they've been in earlier Final Fantasy as well. Anyway, it has been quite some time since we fought this type of enemy. Quite the opening move. Really has been a while since I fought this kind of enemy. She doesn't stay still enough for me to actually hit her with that move, which is kind of annoying. Get my ass kicked in this fight. Time. bitch! I'm never ready in time for that move. Waste. Fuck's sake. Okay, she's just gonna keep doing this move now. Okay. Fight was way harder than it should have been. Or not. I made it harder than. Okay, anyway, done.
Rest in peace.
Back to the hideaway. Don't remember where the rest of them are. Plus it gives me a chance to read more missives, apparently. Also buy more potions.
Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Literally your only customer.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Harpocragy, safe returns! Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I'm ashamed that for too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was. Prevention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included, Harpocrates II. Second? Okay. Heard of that. Dion Proivitar Ifrit. He refuses to call us Clive. You have my sincerest gratitude for uniting me with Master Harpocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, then to save me from an eternity of recompense. It's funny that he calls us Ifrit, but he doesn't refer to himself as Bahamut. I guess he's... It's hard to... Because they think that when Clive takes their powers that they don't have their icon anymore. And that's kind of true. If they try to access their icon again, they basically go insane. I guess that's why he wouldn't necessarily would refer to himself as Bahamut. I think he doesn't think he is. Oh, Daisy Garland, a fragrant diadem handwoven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Oliphant Bay. The garland rekindles memories of a more innocent time and speaks of a love that can never Stolas Quill, Oarsman Harpocrates' best-loved writing implement, whose ink has passed many a learned tome. It is said that the long quills of the Stolas become imbued with the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. The words just waiting for it. So should the day come that Clive puts down his sword and picks up the pen, he shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writing. Father's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetails' academic cap, awarded to her upon her graduation with the Canver. Now Vivian shares her learning with Clive. Gift of the bonnet serving as a pledge that so long as they remain together, her knowledge shall be as much his as it is her. We're missing two. Feeling one of them is finish the game. The other one probably... It's probably the Renown shop. Probably the last thing you get from that. Either that or it's the chronoliths. Do all the chronoliths and maybe you get something. Are we missing a item from named character? Don't think Tarja's given us anything. Not sure now.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
New Dawn. Every epic starts with a single word, every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning, and forever, presumably, shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung. From Unsigned.
All yours.
That's all of the Whisper Shop stuff, so... Not the Whispers.
All done?
It's neither of those things. One of them was a song, and the other one is... crafting material, I think. Okay. Right, who are we looking for? Atlas and Svarog, we know where both of those are. I'm gonna leave Svarog to the end, because I think he's the highest level one. Pass through the Penitent's Gate. Okay. Penitent's Gate, we can fight him. Cape Orsier and Sandbreg. Both of these are Sandbreg. Question marks. Right. Okay, I might have to actually look up where they are. They're question marks. They're going to be somewhere on Ash. Ash is quite big. Alright, so two of these are in Sandbreg. One of them is in Cape Orsier, and the other one is Sandbreg. Gate, okay. One there. Now that put a marker if you're not actually in the area. Okay, fine. And Cape Orsier. Over here. They're actually quite close. Okay, so do we want to fight a scythe type, or do we want to fight a dragoon type? question. Here. Don't think we can have more than one marker. I only have one marker. We're the furthest one away. First.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Fight the Dragoon type. It's been a while since we fought a Dragoon. I'm going to forget that they have a follow-up attack from their first stab. They always have a spin, and I always forget they have.
Any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
I will.
Yeah!
Pardon me, gentlemen. Just passing through. Don't worry about it. Don't get bent out of shape.
All right.
No, I think the cutscene took over before we actually got this far. Oh, I've never actually walked all the way up here. Anyway, there's your man. Hey, what's up? Knight of the Splendid Heart. Name? 42, okay.
The outlaw! The one who drove his highness to madness! On your knees!
That wasn't me.
He hasn't heard. And he doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Yeah, he had that follow-up that I forgot. Yeah, boys. I can't see what I'm doing. Nice high dive, okay. Yeah, he's got a follow-up. I keep forgetting. Oh. the fight! Get back in the fight! Okay. Aye, cheating. You should be staggered. Of course. Well, shit. Okay, that's him done. Oh, he didn't even drop in good.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Right. Still have decent enough stuff. Apparently there was an obelisk here I've missed. Hey. It's faster to come back here.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Okay, so we've got the scythe type. I mean, it's called the Grim Reaper or something. So I'm assuming it's one of the scythe type enemies.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue. Do be careful.
I will. Let's go.
It looks like this one is past the tower we can see in the back. Run into him, yes. Ready? Yeah, let's just clear these guys out first anyway. Build up our limit break meter while we're at it.
Too slow.
Kill stealing from Joshua there. guess deal with this thing too while we're here. I never tell which fucking one of these I'm fighting. Am I fighting the projectile type?
Let's try.
It's not really getting a chance. I actually don't have gouge ready this time. He got staggered that fast. There's a chronolith in here. Whose chronolith is this? The Hand of Mimas. Bama? Bama. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna do those off stream. Where the fuck is this guy? That cape here. It must actually be in the flowers. Fight. Actually no, it can't be because that notorious mark appeared before we had Jill's quest. I only think it would be there if... Oh wait, is that him? That's him actually. Yep. The Prince of Death.
That's another one.
I wasn't sure you could reflect that side projectile. Some projectiles you think they're projectiles and you can reflect them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. Be staggered, please. Thank you. Cheating! Ow. That was weird. That was weird. It looked like Jill had just gone limber break. Out. Finally got him on one of them. This will probably just kill him anyway. There he goes. Dark steel. Maybe similar to iron, yet I think we've read this before. Yet darker, harder, and heavier. Whatever fell, magic Ultima employed in its creation, the metal has thus far proven impossible to reproduce, obtained by defeating Thanatos or the Prince of Death. I thought Thanatos, he just had another name, just in the lore. I didn't realize it was a different enemy also called. Anyway.
I'm getting tired of these things.
It's flat. So, there's one more notorious mark. Don't know where it is. Because it's question marks. Which doesn't help. But we're gonna restock, and we'll see if Blackthorn can make something now that we have a bunch of new materials.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Blackthorn, can you make anything?
Trouble with your gear?
Well, can you make anything better than what I have?
What's saying Foley, dear?
So, I think Gotthard Damarung is the only weapon that's actually better than what we have right now. Need one more Orichalcum to make. Okay. Anything better? Ouroboros equals what we have. It equals what we have because I'm wearing it. Right, yeah, that makes sense. It's the Sons of Ouroboros I was looking at. Okay, so it's better defense, but less HP. Requires an Orichalcum to make. Decisions. I think I'll make it anyway. Then it's a question of whether I'll actually do it. We're gonna hold off because I believe one of the next enemies we fight, one of the next Notorious Marks has another Orichalcum, and then we can use that to make the strongest sword in the game. Let me just look up what this mark is called, then I can just check online where it is, instead of us just searching the entirety of Ash Forest. Atlas, we know where Atlas is. Sparrog, we know where Sparrog is. The Masterless Marauder, we don't know where that is. Location is question mark. Ismaluk, Knight of the Splendid Heart. Death we've all just beaten there. So, Masterless Marauder. FF16. Masterless Marauder. Location. Masterless Marauder is located in the north of Vidigrage in Waloed, close to the... Oh, it is that behemoth then. Somebody have like a map point. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there's a behemoth near the Waloed, near Vidigrage in Waloed that I'd been avoiding because I just didn't want to get into a fight with a random behemoth. They're, you know, hard. Kinda. They're not. They haven't actually proven to be that difficult. Oh, it's Vidar Graze. Vidar Graze. Okay, Vidar is probably a much lesser known Norse god. He's Thor's brother. And kind of the only big deal. I don't think he has like much going on in like the stories or the songs or whatever, but he has an important task in Ragnarok. He kills Fenrir, the wolf that eats the moon or eats the sun or something like that, and also swallows Odin. Vidar steps on Fenrir's lower jaw and then grabs his upper jaw and just rips him in half and pulls Odin out. And it's pretty fucking metal. that's kind of why I remember. It was like, oh yeah, awesome. It doesn't come up much, you know? You don't hear him mentioned all that often. Okay, you look big. The Behemoth King. Okay. He has a move called the Four Horsemen. Cool. Just getting near him has proven to be difficult enough. Oh. Never mind. He made it easier. Finally. Come on, get your ass down here. I had to interrupt Four Horsemen. Maelstrom, goody. Oh, that's a big fucking move. I think I'm dodging just a little too early on that. He's so far away. So we changed the game plan a little bit in that I'm using a lot of the moves that I would normally use when they're staggered. Because he moves around so much that I kind of just need to use those moves just to do damage. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh fuck. Okay, that was a big move. Not done yet. Was too early. Too early. Level 47 though, he's equivalent, I think? Oh no, we're level 48. And Maelstrom! Fuck. Bringing out all the moves today. I can't see what I'm doing. Problems. See, I'm trying to keep an eye on the ground and then also what the fuck he's doing. Get down. Apocalypse. Great. So what's this? Rain of Fire and a bunch of other shit. Yeah, he does Rain of Fire twice. It's nothing new. Then he does Four Horsemen. Twice. Then he does one really fucking big move. Fuck me. It's not done yet. Alright, that was a mini frostbite. actually got me with it for a change.
I needed that.
Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there! What's he doing? What's he doing? Can't see. Come on, get down. What did I say? What? I'm fucking miles away. How do you hit me with that?
Waken winds!
Ah, cheating. Cheating. You should be staggered. Might be his last hurrah. Don't think we'll get another stagger out of him. That's the end. Oh wow, that move does a lot of damage when your limit break. Look broken. $39, okay. We're getting close to the level cap. Level cap is 50. And a shackle and an orichalcum. That's what we want. Oh, shit.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Yeah, it's right. Where are you?
That feel good, boy.
Okay. Back to the hideaway. We're gonna make the last... We'll do the last two notorious marks I'm aware of, unless they decide to give us new ones. Oop. Okay. We can make Gottverdammung, which is Ragnarok in German.
Trouble with your gear, or... What's saying Foley, dear? It'll last you a good while. Anything else?
So it still looks like this because we have to we have to take the glamour off. Oh, it has the same. Yeah. Oh, it looks the same as the Ragnarok sword. Just confirm I've actually... Yeah. I suppose from the icon, I think it's just a... No, it's a different sword. I was thinking, is it a reinforcement of Ragnarok, and then that would make sense. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Gottverdammung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same. She goes increased damage dealt to enemies by 5%. We put that on. Right, we can take this one off soon. increase XP earned by 15% because we're about to hit the level cap. So that can come off. Put something else in its place. I have enough points to buy anything. Don't particularly care. I think I'm pretty much locked into the stuff I'm going to use. At the end of the game, New Game Plus, I might swap some things out and try some different things. Pretty much set on this loadout. A lot of it is
alive, are ya?
counter-based,
Go on then.
which I quite like.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay, so we got 2 marks left. We know where both of them are. Atlas. San. Not Sandbreak. Rosaria. Fastest way to get to you is Martha's Rest. Okay, so why have I left these two to the end? These two killed us last time we tried to fight them. But to be fair, we fought them when we were level 38, 39, something like that. And Atlas is level 45, and Svarog is level 50. At the level cap. Actually didn't check to see... I know I did. They're 47, wasn't it? The Behemoth King. So Atlas shouldn't pose an issue, since we're level 49 now. Svarog is still technically a level above us, so they could still be a problem. They are a max level enemy. There's no way to just power level our way beyond them. We'll fight a few of these to build up level. Not level, limit break. Actually, we're not getting much for limit. Not getting much out of that. We'll have to build it up in the fight instead. Turn here. Let's not get into a fight with a big enemy that'll take us ages and use up a bunch of resources. Hymn of White Earth. Okay, so we're in Cressida, whatever. Take on Atlas, who's at the very back of this area. Enough of the small fry. So Atlas is a golem type. Big, hulking metal thing. Big sword, big shield. And all their moves hit really hard. So we're not getting the intro because we fought him already. Doing... I'm too far away. Ow.
Over here. Go,
God, I forgot I had just used Gouge. I think it counts if he gets hit by his own move. Probably not. Again, too far away. As I recall, this move actually does something nuts when he comes out of it. Oh, it's too far away. It's not annoying. I used that Titan move just as he staggered. dodge every other time and he manages to hit me. Okay. Alright, got him off my back. Drops another orichalcum. There's enough, I think, for us to make that other set of armlets.
Back to sleep with you.
Bleh. Resources are in. Probably go take on Spire. We're at full health as well, sure. Okay, so Svarog is Sandbreak. Yes. Svarog's a level 50 Warrior's Mark. That makes him the highest ranking level. In terms of level, at least. Svarog is, if the name doesn't give it away, he's a big, big dragon. While I was reading about him,
Ambrosia.
a lot of the advice, I guess, if you like, for fighting him is to basically don't fight him from range. Not ideal, because I kind of do that. You know, I wait for enemies to make mistakes and then them with Bahamut's move and then Shiva's move, and so on. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, Svarog is waiting for us on the beach. There he is. Again, we don't get the intro. It's bottom, or we started the fight with him already. We're gonna have to close in on him pretty fast.
You deserve a rest.
He keeps his arse to us the whole time. That would be good. No, fighting straight away. Guess this is why you don't fight him from range. Keep hitting him in the butt. Come on, get down here. So his Burning Legion was the move that kind of gave me a lot of trouble. And this move, to be fair. That's too far away. I don't think it's doing any damage to him. Or if it is, it's doing very little. Alright, Dragon Dance. This is typically the dragons, they just do all their moves at once. I can reflect those, but he's so far away, it would be a waste of time. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I don't think I want to be anywhere near him with this move. Glad I had Will of the Wikes for all of that. Otherwise that was going to hurt a lot. Alright, here we go again. Ah, fuck, I'm too far off the ground. What you doing? Dragon Dance? No, Blazing Legion. Can I reflect Blazing Legion? Yes. Fuck. Oh god, that was close. Mini permafrost on him. And we got a proper permafrost on him. Let me land this time before I do it again. Okay, what you doing? Blazing Legion, okay. Don't have my move back for that. Comes. Come on, Sparrow, get on the floor. Get on the floor. Rising Legion. It's got a fair bit of his stagger meter down. I forgot which person I had on. It is funny watching these things try to track him. The ridiculousness of fucking masks. The last dance. Okay, he's fucking pissed now. Oh god, he's doing embroil and this. Fuck. Okay. That was a good move, Svarog, I'll give you that. He's gassed after doing it too. He's gonna get a chance to do it again too, because I'm not gonna be able to hit him hard enough. I'm not gonna be able to put out enough damage here to... Never mind! Thought he'd get another last dance in. Okay, Fallen Enigma. We got this from the Renown shop as well. Didn't realize it was something we hadn't had before. In the several thousand years since the Fallen came crashing down, most of the objects that came crashing down with them have either been hoarded or destroyed. Those few that have not are occasionally found when erosion or excavation chances to unearth them, and while their purpose is unknown, they are highly sought after by scholars bent on unlocking their secrets. It's money. Hell for money. And some more orichalcum, but I don't think we need it.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Jesus, again. Good job, Torgs.
When did you get so big?
Good job, Torgal, and only Torgal. Now, was he protecting the chest or anything like that? I don't think so. Didn't see one in the fight, but to be fair, I was kind of focused on something. Okay, beat it. Right, so that's all the marks. Unless there's like one final mark, but the trophy would suggest that's probably all of them.
Still alive, are you? Go on,
even
then.
after fighting that big fucking
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay, Blackthorn. Is there anything left for you to make?
Trouble with your gear, or saying Fordian, do you?
Sons of Ouroboros we can make. I feel like I have one more orichalcum than I should have. Can't reinforce any of the unit armor. Can only reinforce the stuff you can actually buy. Anything else? Let's go. We can make these, and it's just a question of, do I want more hit points or do I want more defense? Because they're kind of equivalent. Equivalent exchange. It's a significant drop in HP, but 18 hit points isn't a huge difference when I'm getting hit for things like 1,000 some attacks. Probably not that big a deal. On the other hand, 3 extra points of defense, is that additionally much? I'm gonna make it anyway.
No scratches, right?
But
That it?
I think for like story purposes, for wearing the armlets that are meant to like signify brotherly bonds between Clive and Joshua or whatever, so I think it kind of makes more sense to, you know? Alright, I have pretty much ignored the Orchestra. Purchase from a vendor. Found in a treasure coffer. Purchase from a vendor. Alright, so there's a lot of purchase from a vendor here. We'll have a chat with Harpocrates and see if I can get him to level 8. Don't know where he caps out.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Oh, fuck you.
What subject shall we consider today?
That's like...
The door to the shelves shall ever be open. I was wondering when next you'd visit. I well recall
the time I spent at the Imperial Palace instructing the young prince on the history of our realm. It's quite unlike the other noble-born children I had taught, not only for the keenness with which he listened, but for the earnestness of his conviction.
he truly believed
That it was the Empire's duty to serve the people, and was determined to study the past that he might not repeat its mistakes. The reason why what befell Twinside weighs so heavily on his soul. He must live with the consequences, and I fear it will take more than merely time to heal such wounds.
it will take forgiveness.
From you or me, nor his countrymen, but from himself. Even from his late father, no.
From himself.
That's what he said. Only then might his flower bloom again.
Ah, yes.
We'll ride with a solution then. Jan will carry us.
Indeed.
Be befitting the final act. Congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it, a feat in itself for a man of my years. Be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from you. Certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
Which you must.
Fare thee well, my friend.
I don't think we really have much else.
Clive, my boy.
Sound of this plan of yours, then? I am.
Huh.
Never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Ha! Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
Now he'll be with us up there.
As for down here,
I take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Ha 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 ha. Indeed.
do you know why?
I chose to call it the Triunity, Clive, because it's unity and there's 3 of you. It's really not difficult. may be too young to remember, but this isn't the first time an alliance has been struck twixt the nations of Storm.
'Twas not 20 summers past.
Father petitioned both the Empire and the Republic to join hands with the Duchy, that we might work to mutual advantage, defiance of the Blight. They, for their part, embraced the notion, or so we believed. Little did we know that the peace Elwyn had worked so hard to secure would be ground beneath the heel of one we suspect.
Your mother, the Duchess.
Yep. One fell swoop, Annabella robbed us of everything: a nation, a leader, a brother, a father.
But above all,
robbed us of what could have been a realm undivided, Elwyn's grand design.
And so you see,
I chose to call our new alliance the Triunity, for with it we aim to preserve not only peace, but a lasting legacy of cooperation. No, I'm still pretty sure it's because there's 3 of you and unity. That's it. Just trying to think, is there anything else we can do? It's like, all the marks are done. Just confirm. Let's confirm there's X's on everything. Nobody without an X. That's that. We're missing still 2 memories. Walls of memory. The wall of
Back again? Truth is but a matter of belief.
Been over this, Vivian. Certainly don't disagree. Though I am surprised to hear that an organization such as theirs holds such enlightened opinions. They put the scholars at the university in Canterbury to shame.
Alas.
Shame themselves, in turn, by burying evidence of a truth they would rather mankind did not come to know. Indeed. They may imagine themselves the protectors of the people, but ignorance is not bliss, no matter how fervently they might wish it.
Well, Clive?
Are you resolved to brave this coming battle, no matter the cost?
I am.
Only with Ultima's death might we ever find true freedom, and when we do, I'll be counting on you to help teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
I'll need you to do something for me in return. Come back to us in one piece. How am I to recount the true history of this world without a first-hand account of the heroics of those who fought to change it?
I shall.
We shall. I'll be praying for your safe return.
Allow me to educate you.
All right.
Here's the latest information I have.
Here's what's happening as we go into... Chatted with everybody. We're all fight as one now. Everybody here. All fight as one. You. Oh yeah. Okay. It's, one of the women that Jill was with when she was still enslaved by the Iron Republic, or the Iron Kingdom. Alright, Kingdom would loot, everybody's dead. The Namekian Republic. Huygen is now head of the army, and I don't know what happened to him. Prime Minister. God, question mark? We're all going to make our final stand against Ultima. Terrence has gone to give money to the medicine girl. Dion asked him to. High Cardinal has been put in his place. Hightown. Northreach. Hightown. Oh, that's the medicine girl. Nice. So Rosaria. Oscar is hanging out with us, even though I explicitly told him to go to East. Whatever. Shield Rosaria. Yeah, we don't know if he's dead. It's not clear. So Sir Tyler and Sir Wade were both with Clive at Phoenix Gate. Both presumed dead because the whole place was blown up. Found Sir Wade was still alive. It stands to reason Tyler is probably also still alive, but he hasn't come up for his since. Anyway.
Here you are.
Situation map. We're on our way. Final battle. Clive and Joshua return to the hideaway and share what they learned of Ultima's true ambitions with their allies. Together they swear to fight him to the end, that a new world might be created. Not Ultima's, but one where his creations could finally live on their own. Yada, yada. I do like these pixel arts that they have for the different characters. Even Dion has his own.
Very good.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the final now. We won't have enough time. Final Fantasy games take a lot of time to finish, to end, basically. We're gonna have however long it takes to do the dungeon, and then a bunch of cool fights and cutscenes, whatever. It's just, it'll be like 2 a.m. by the time it's actually. So we're gonna wait to do that on the next stream. Saturday. Just curious what these memories were missing. I assume one of them is finished again. What is the one we're missing? So let me just. Is there an entire part of the game that I am just blanking on? All of memories. So what ones are we missing? Start from the beginning, I guess. We have the Oath, Ambrosia's Tack, Fire's Kiss signboard. Oh great, these aren't in order. Fantastic. Anyway, we have the Oath, Briar's Kiss, sign there. Ambrosia's Tack. See it on the left, it's just where in the list does it actually show? Fuck, near the end. I'm just gonna read them from here. One sounds like I don't know. Briarkiss signboard we do. Boar's thing. Guard sparring sword we picked up from Torgal. It's Goblet we got ages ago. Clay Heart signboard. Yeah. Have that. Crimson Caravan signboard, yes. Continental Sensor. I can see it on the table. There. Guardian Scarf we have. Hanged Man signboard we have. Martel Apple. Martha's Rest signboard. Yes. Yeah, it's this lying down chocobos, Martha's Rest. Medicine Chest. Definitely done that quest. A medicine chest. Chest that's on the table is the Triunity. Okay, that's one medicine chest. Model airship we have, Rusted Battle Helm we have, Scholar's Bonnet, Snow Daisy Garland, Stolas Quill. The Circle of Malleus. Oh, complete the Chronolith Trials. Okay. Figured that was one. Gonna be one. So those are the two. One of them you can get now. Just have to go talk to Arya.
I wanted to give you something
There it is.
for the kindness you showed my mentor.
That's how much I've been talking to her. Just ages.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work
Say the same thing.
all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Yote, probably. Right, there's the medicine chest. Alright, so the only one that's missing now is the Circle of Malleus, which requires us to do all of the chronoliths. We have done 0 of those. Just don't interest me in any way. They're just a challenge mode of here's a restricted loadout, beat all the enemies kind of thing, and it's just whatever. I'll do it, but I'll do it off stream. I'm not gonna subject people to the boredom that is grinding your face against challenges until you complete them. Anyway, let's read the medicine chest. Medicine chest, a beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. Clive often proved a difficult patient, reluctant to come to the infirmary. Tarja commissioned this curio that he might take a part of the infirmary with him. We've got potions and high potions, strength tonics, defense tonics, elixirs, last elixirs, Lionheart tonics. Very last one, I guess, is the Circle of Malleus. Right. They said I will do those chronoliths between now and our next stream, so we can just focus on finishing the game. Yeah. Whole crew now on the team. Well, almost. Sid and Dion are missing. Sid's dead. Dion refuses to join the team. Anyway, that's it from me, though, for today. Thanks, Doom Training, for keeping me company. As anyone else who was lurking there, I can see numbers up there, watching me get my ass kicked by Ismalouk for some fucking reason. I don't know why I found that fight so hard. It's purely because I haven't fought them in a while. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Tomorrow we are going to take a look at some demos that are currently available on Steam as part of the Steam Next Fest. We're going to run through a few of those, see how many of them actually work on the Steam Deck, and then how many of them are even playable after that. Getting it to work is one thing, making it actually playable is another thing. We'll try out a few of them, see how we get on. You might want to add some of them to your wish list or something. Saturday we'll be back to Final Fantasy 16, and we just have the final mission to do. And that will be that. We'll wrap on that, and then eventually we will come back to it, as I am currently doing a series playthrough of Final Fantasy. We're doing Foley Plays Final Fantasy. We have finished the first one. I think we're about halfway through Final Fantasy 2. So eventually we'll get back to Final Fantasy 16, and when we do, I will do New Game Plus hard mode of this. It's just called Final Fantasy mode. Lifts the level cap to 99, enemies get new abilities, new battle patterns, stuff like that. So, I'm looking forward to that, that should be interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna head off, have a good rest of your evening, and hopefully see you tomorrow for our Steam Next Fest Palooza. Otherwise, see you, bye, and I see you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.